Hello, today we're going to learn shifting. Before we do number 3, I thought it might be a good idea practicing shifting. So we've been using first position 1, 2, 3. Now the third finger D becomes our first finger. That's third position. So there are second position, third position, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. But however, we start with a third. So first finger goes to our normal third finger. So before we do that, we have to make sure a couple of things. Not squeezing the violin neck. So imagine your arm as a tree branch and make a V, and then your violin neck just sits there. We don't need to grab, we don't need to squeeze, it just sits. And then wave, turn your fingers, and then make a round arch. So this side and the thumb is touching the neck. Okay, so when you're doing this, if you tend to squeeze, try to take off the thumb and see whether you can tap, 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 tap. And the other one is use the wall like this, and then without the thumb, just hang your fingers and then lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down. See whether you can do that. So my thumb is not touching the neck, like this, and then just hang your fingers like a monkey. And second, we need to use the whole arm. So the elbow initiates. It's not just the fingers moving, not this. Whole arm, like this. Slightly turning. So the elbow is coming around. Okay, so not just the fingers. So initially just practice sliding. See whether you can slide back, slide up without squeezing the neck. And then I made a little illustration for how to shift. At the end, you can watch that one. And now, let's see. Let's use the open A string. And then let's find B, C sharp, D. Okay, so the D, now our first finger will travel to the third finger, the D. So let's play again. And then we'll go from first finger, okay. So you need to slow down and listen, and then am I nearly there? D, is it coming? You have to hear it, and then put the finger down, and then check with the open D. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, so do that multiple times, and then don't worry about the slowness. Do that many times and then speed up, and then later on you'll be just boom, 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 quickly here to there to there, D to B, B to D. Okay, so you can practice that on all strings. So G string, G, A. and so on. So once you got to D with your first finger, we need to practice the other notes, D, E, F sharp, G. So same finger pattern. Check. So whenever there's an open string note like a D or E or G, it's a good idea to check with the open string. So it will give you confidence and you know that I'm in the right place. Okay, so you can practice 1 octave scales, like starting on the C, D. So check for the D, E, F, G, A, check, check, B, C. And then let's do, just for example, G major scale from the D string. So we're in the 3rd position. So G, A, check with E, check with E, check with E, lower D. There's A, another chance to check. Finally G with open G. So practice this 1 octave scales, C major, G major and D major, starting from D on the A string. That's a good practice. Okay, so when it's comfortable, you go from open A, finding the 3rd position. Now, number 3 has got B flat and E flat. So, may as well practice going from B flat to D. Initially, you will hear these sliding sound. Don't worry about that one. Once you do that many a times, then you can speed up and also disguise that sliding sound. So also when you're playing in the right tempo, you wouldn't have time to slide very slowly. That's for the practice. So flat and then E flat. So may as well. Practice them multiple times and then we'll play number 3, Ode to Joy. Okay, happy practicing. See you. Okay, so I thought about illustrating shifting. Imagine this is the A string and this is the fingerboard. So our finger, the index finger, was pressed down, but I mean not squeezing, but down to the fingerboard, and then you gently lift it up and just follow the string, not like off the string, but on the string, but following, pushing that coffee cup and moving from here to here. So let's say we're on the A string. So this point, that note is B. And this note is A, B, C, D. So we are not taking off the finger completely, but from here, gently follow the string and then listen. And then am I hearing D close, close? And not just press down hard, but gently go over there and down. So gently lift and follow, 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 and closer, closer, slow down and gently put the finger down.